As a YouTuber, and I know this is the same for all YouTubers, there's a lot of questions and assumptions about income. Like, everyone assumes that the tech tubers make a huge amount of money and they're sponsored and they get everything for free. Well, that might be the way for some, but it really hasn't been for us. Since the beginning, we initially funded the YouTube channel from my computer repair business, which was started as Singularity Computers in, I think, 2007. And when I started the channel in, I think it was 2010, 2011, I was still running that repair business for the first few years, but I had to kind of slowly stop doing that due to my health. But yeah, I was able to fund things via the repair business. But then the transition from, you know, a business which I kind of had to give away, but I also wanted to stop doing so that I could put more time into the YouTube channel. It's always a very difficult transition. And going from a great business where I had like a client base of probably about 1,000 people, and you know, I was doing 10 call outs a day, 7 days a week, very stable, easy for me. You know, there was nothing about it that was any kind of a challenge. It was just a really good business, and we had a couple of other people. I could comfortably have done that for the rest of my life, and quite happily too, but this was calling me. And yeah, that transition is brutal from whatever you're doing, what people would call a real job, to being a YouTuber. I mean, you start with nothing, you certainly have no sponsorship, you have no money, you have no income coming in, maybe a little bit from YouTube. But yeah, I thought that I would clear a few things up here and explain to people how we've done all of this. So from the start, we've done it all off our own backs.
You're going to show revenue?
Yeah, we're going to look at figures. And please don't go trolling about us complaining. I mean, that is just the worst thing. We're actually showing you inside figures here, so don't complain about it.
Estimated revenue was this 1 month?
This
28 days.
Yeah.
What?
1 month. So if you look at per day, how much? So that's $4 a day. It's $4. $2 in a day. Oh, there we go. We had a good day. 20 bucks. You know, in Australia, you have to make more than that in an hour, and still that's not enough to support a family of 4.
Well, I'm paying $210 for a shared room, a flat with my girlfriend, and just add 70 bucks for gas for my car, which I have to use on a daily basis, and just on a week I have to spend $70 on gas, and then it just leaves us, what, 50, 60 bucks for food. So that's a week of just expenses, and this you make it in 1. So I could not live, well, I could barely live with that to cover my expenses, but apparently you can live with that and do your computer and all your channel support. So yeah, I don't know what people think.
Exactly, it's actually not really even enough to survive in a lot of third world countries. And that is a channel that I have put 7 years of work into. You know, we have nearly 130,000 subscribers. So yeah, I guess it's for everybody a good thing to know if you're considering doing what we are doing and you're trying to get into this. It is not realistic at all to think that being a YouTuber is actually going to make you any money. You have to have another way. So that's really the important thing to take out of this video. And well, what other ways? Well, you know, see, I'm doing this video by popular request. I should have mentioned that at the beginning. There are so many people who come to me privately, publicly, and I get this question at least like 10 times a week, I guess. And often people write me a huge long email, and you know, we get into pretty good discussion, but I always say to them, I'm going to do a series of videos at some point, because the question is, how did you start doing what you are doing? How did you get into it? And the answer to that is through computer repairs. I already had a successful, stable business to begin with, and then I slowly transitioned out of that into being a YouTuber. And I mean, being a YouTuber, yeah, still makes, as you can see, almost no money. But then we build systems, we do mods, we sell components now, we have our own liquid cooling components. But if you were just building systems, at least in Australia and a lot of parts of the world, that's not going to be enough. If you're in the US and you're building systems and you're good at it, then you will be successful just from building systems. It is enough to survive in the US because, I mean, that's where it's all happening. That's where there's more population, there's more demand. If I were in the US, I would be able to, you know, build a huge company just building systems. I would be doing far more than I am now. In Australia, it's extremely limited. Opportunities are very limited, and it's close to impossible to survive in a business just building systems. You have to be doing so many other things. But yeah, guys, I'm afraid the whole dream of being a YouTuber, even after 7 years, that is all there is to it. You're going to make $4 a day. So you can buy yourself a cup of coffee or like half a cup of coffee.
Double cheeseburger and Maggie's.
But yeah, that is about it.